What's up, family? Making this video to explain why it's important to do the right thing. And I know it's not always easy standing up for the right thing, but it has to be done. Evil prevails when good people do nothing. And doing the right thing starts with you. I know it's not always easy to do the right thing, but it's really simple. And, it's what's best for your soul. You got to remember, you are a spiritual being, not a human being. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. So what you do affects your soul because the decisions that you make start from within first. So if you make a garbage decision, it's because you had garbage in you. If you make a loving decision, it's because you have love in you. And that perpetuates and comes back to you. I just made a video on the art of receiving, the law of receiving. So what you give, you get. As they say, live by the sword, die by the sword. Live by the gun, die by the gun. And we've seen it happen over and over through history. If you believe in God, if you believe that there's a higher power, then you have to be vigilant of the decisions that you make. Now, the beauty of God's grace and mercy, when He truly knows your heart, is that even if you do make a mistake, God will protect you, but so far. He'll give you a smack on the wrist instead of a smack on the ass. But the devil wants you to be quiet. The devil wants you to ignore the travesties of this world. You have to stand up for something. You have to speak out. The people have the power. We have the power. They know that. Why you think they do so much to distract us? They distract us with gossip. They distract us with entertainment, sports. The list goes on and on. And I'm not saying I'm not with it. I love music. I love football, basketball, and baseball, and sports. And I'm an athlete. So yeah, but you have to see the forest from the trees, though. You have to understand what they're in place for. It's like I tell my children about commercials and things like that. I say, hey, or different movies, and every time I watch a movie or show, there's some type of agenda. Let it be LGBTQ agenda, a pedophilia, a SA agenda, a race agenda. The list goes on and on. But you have to stand up for something, and the easiest way to stand up for something is just changing the way you are. You change the way you are, you say something, you do something, or just giving it to your kids because they're attacking our children. See, they got us already. The real attack is on our children. So giving your children the knowledge, teaching them early what you learn late, they will perpetuate that into the future. But you have to stand for something or fall for anything. And we're worrying about this and that, and it's men against women, it's black against white, it's up against down. When we're all being played for fools. We're the puppets, and the puppet masters are just playing us for fools. Play the game or the game's gonna play you. So when you see other countries and other places that are truly advanced, and then you look at here in America and we're still going at it like it's the 80s or the 70s, it's like, shit, it might have been better back then, to be honest with you, in a sense, with certain things, morally, certain things. But I digress. What I'm trying to say is that you have to stand up to evil. You have to stand up to evil. There's evil going on in this world. There's princes of darkness. It says it in the Bible. The devil has princes of darkness to do his will. So it's your job to do God's will. And be princes of light. Be kings of light. Be queens of light. Even if it's just being kind to your neighbor. I know there's a lot of ignorance out here. I get that. But there's a lot of beauty out here too. There's a lot of intelligence out here too. There's a lot of love and compassion out here too. And we got to focus on that. The hippie movement wasn't wrong. The hippies were right. Flower power and all that, they were right. Why do you think they got attacked? Every movement that perpetuates love in the right way gets attacked. That don't sound like the devil to you? So understand that if you have a good heart and you have empathy and you have compassion, don't hide it. Don't hide it because it ain't popular. Forget them. Because they ain't doing God's will anyway. Jesus wasn't popular either until he was. You are a divine idea in the mind of God. You were made in God's image. You were made to do the works that Jesus did. You weren't just made to worship and revere Jesus. You were created to embody Jesus. To embody his will and his miracles and his love and his light. That's what you're here for. That's what the resurrection's about. Resurrecting yourself. Good men can turn evil, and evil men can turn good. We've seen it through history. So what do you choose? I love y'all. One.